Hi boys, in today's video I got a special for you how I fixed my narrow frame. This was 2 years ago. I had a pretty narrow frame. Looking at currently, I looking like a freaking monster. So how the fuck I did this transformation in my frame particular? So one thing clear I want to make is it's just not genetics. It's not all genetics. We can actually do a lot of things that I did also. So yeah, my clavicle bones stay the same, but I just builded like used 3 steps that I'm gonna share it in this video to develop this like crazy frame. And one thing is clear, that frame is absolutely must to have if you're actually building your physique, and it actually has real world impacts like respect, attraction, confidence. You can see Conor Murphy absolutely mocks this guy. Of course, you can say it's just high, but I would disagree. It's like a frame. If you're gonna look at frame, he is much wider, bro. So how we gonna get wider frame? Step number 1 is just get lean, right? It's if you've been around my content, you already know that step number 1 is always gonna stay. Just get lean, alright? Just get lean. In this way, your waist shrinks, shoulders stay the same, your V-taper becomes more defined, collarbones and traps pop, which adds rhythm. You can see I little develop my traps, giving like more, I will say, 3D look, and also visible delt caps make shoulder appear 3D. This one was the biggest one in my physique. You can see my shoulders, how I said, like a double the size that were before. So it's absolutely crazy. If you're actually gonna ask how we gonna get lean, I personally like to do aggressive cut, lose 1 kg of fat in a week. So if you actually know by the studies, 1 kg of fat is 7,700 calories. So basically, if we divide 7,700 calories by 7, it is 1,100 calories deficit a day. It is 1 kg lost every week, alright? So the thing I want you to do is go to my website, first link in the description, go to free tools, at the top calculator, plug in all your stats, and you want to look at your maintenance. Pick your maintenance. For me, it's around 3,600, and I'm gonna minus it by 1,100 calories. And I'm gonna get to actually eat 2,500 calories a day if I want to aggressive cut, lose 1 kg every week. One thing I want to make clear, if you actually don't really understand all these diet principles, all this training stuff, just book a call with me. I'm gonna have with you a relaxed conversation. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and I'm just gonna see if you actually are a good fit. But yeah, I would really recommend to get a coach, whatever it is, with me or the other coaches, because when I first started, I made so many mistakes. So if I wouldn't made all these mistakes, I could definitely made all these results way faster, bro. Step number 2 is just focus on all 3 shoulder delts. For me personally, I think that the shoulders are the most aesthetic muscle you can build, so I think we need to really prioritize them. So how I said, shoulders have 3 delts: front delt, lateral delt, like the middle delt, and in the back real delt. You want to hit all of those 3, and this is the exact plan you want to follow. Like, this is the best plan of the best on hypertrophy. So first is cable lateral raises, 2 sets to failure. You don't really need to do on cables. You can do with dumbbells, seated, standing, whatever feels best for you, to be honest. Second is reverse pec deck for these real delts, 2 sets to failure. Then machine Smith overhead press, 2 sets to failure, or you just can do with dumbbell shoulder press, whatever works the best for you. You want to hit 3 to 4 times per week to failure, all these delts, because actually delts recover in 24 hours. So if you actually run push-pull legs, so you probably hit delts on just push day. That's only 2 times in the week. We can do it 4 times, so we can because how I said delts recover in 24 hours. So you basically can spam all of these delts. So you can, if you run push-pull legs that most people run, you can spam shoulders and push and pull days. So basically on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and also Sunday. And yeah, this probably gonna grow the fastest as humanly possible. And of course, increase weight reps, difficulty, progressive overload as any other muscle on your body. Third is basically fix your posture. This is the most underrated thing in fitness personally, I think, but look, in winter I had pretty fucked up dog shit posture. Look like, what is this, bro? Now 6 months fast, currently summer, I fixed my posture completely. One thing I noticed is that I gained also a few centimeters in height when I also fixed my posture. So there we go, 3 simple steps how to fix it. First, identify what's affecting your posture. So for me it was anterior pelvic tilt and also rounded shoulders. Step number 2, find the right exercises or stretches and also do them consistently as any other thing in fitness. Third, eventually combine this with better sittings and standing habits, and I'm sure if you're gonna apply all these 3 things, you're gonna have better posture no matter what. And look, I just screenshotted this out of ChatGPT straight, and it just shows what are basically your problems are, what you should work on, and exercises exactly for it. So basically I had anterior pelvic tilt, how I already said, and also rounded shoulders. So basically I really focused on all these exercises or stretches. And at this point, if you're gonna apply all these things that I laid down in this video, you're gonna have wide frame no matter what. I try to make this guide as simple as possible. I hope it really helped you. If it did, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.